Good, mates. This is Mrjacharles, and we are back with Slay the Princess. And can I just say before I start, this right here is exactly the kind of game I've been looking for, that's new and up to date and in the latest 21st century graphics, and is actually a decent game. Let's just spell out here. There's no annoying long cutscenes that just say nothing. There's like a nice kind of humor to the game. There's it's barely any room. I swear it's like maybe a few gigabytes. It's not that big. It looks beautiful. I mean, it's not even that expensive either. Why are there not more games like this? And you know what? It's not even one of those things where like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen and all that. Because, my God, last episode, I was trying to be so careful doing the right thing. I didn't know what the right thing was. In the end, I chose to slay the princess, and that got me killed as well, and clearly that wasn't the way to go. Clearly I just kind of danced around the idea, but in the end I went for the easy way out. Now this time, something's continuing here, so I'm guessing that I'll have another chance to kind of try my finesse. I may even just try to be a completely romantic loser and die. That might be a solution, but honestly, if I can in the next few episodes, I'd like to kill the princess and not die at the same time. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's give it a shot. So anyway, we're walking in the woods. Let's see if the same girl's there. Or maybe it's a different girl. Or maybe there'll be a body there from the last time we were there. I don't know.
You're here to slay her.
Yep.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, yeah, but I slayed her last time and it was still the end of the reality I knew because I died. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. That's quite good. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died! What am I doing here? She's gonna kill me again? But I already slew the princess. Sure, she wants to kill me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed or turn around and leave? I'd say don't tempt me, but the world would end. So, I don't get a choice of pretending nothing happened. I could just proceed to the cabin, I guess, but most of these options assume that I've already died. Okay, well, again, this is the most Mrjacharles response I can think of. But I died! What am I doing here?
I assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Why are we doing this again?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay, so the hero's in on this, but the narrator isn't? No, that's not right. Something's up with the narrator. I don't trust him.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
What the fuck are you on about? Who the hell is the voice of the cheated?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Do you mean like the guy that was... Well, there's certainly a lot to unwrap, but still.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
Yes! And that's why I don't trust the narrator anymore, even though at some point I probably will have to get information or use him at some point, right? Okay.
Turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Yeah, that was a good time had by me.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
But the princess is evil. Or she's not evil, she's at least like... She believes she's evil. Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed, I don't want to just proceed to the cabin. I want to go for the, what I just said.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Sure.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I did listen to you and then I died for it.
We did exactly what you said.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the voice of the hero knows.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
You think the narrator might be the princess? And this is like some kind of loop to feed her. Feed her food. My body remains.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Yes, he's saying.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? You've you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
He is on it, because that makes him sound like he does know something happened last time.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the princess yet.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Well, it could be multiple realities. I believe that, to be honest.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Well, yeah, but it's like a reality I left behind anyway, so... Like, either way, the world ended. Just like that Rick and Morty episode, you know, when he keeps rewinding, turns out it was a different reality hopping on some shit.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
But then the world ends anyway, because we'll find ourselves back in stage 1. I think I kind of get where this is going.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realise that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Because we'll reset to step 1. Or I close the game when we stop Let's Playing, but that just ruins the objective.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
I'm really annoyed that you said that, because now I think she can catch me by surprise.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Yeah, so you say. Alright, no, I'm ready to proceed. I don't want to talk anymore. Let's go for it. I want to see what's different. If there is anything different.
Before you go any further.
I'll go on.
She will lie. She will cheat.
Well, I know this bit.
She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I've got to admit, it does run shivers down my spine. I'm just going to have to take off my jacket. I mean, it is basically becoming summer in Hangzhou right now, and summer is fucking hot in China. So you'll have to forgive me for getting the blue out. There's going to be a lot of t-shirt episodes as of now, unless you're watching fucking old people videos of Tomb Raider or whatever. Okay, fine.
More on the money, but we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Okay.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
No, he says that, and I bet that means that something bad's gonna happen. Like, maybe she'll already be in the living room. Maybe she'll already have the knife, you know?
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll try to. Yeah, well, I have to proceed. I haven't got a choice there. So going in... Is she there?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Can I just say, I'm not surprised everything looks different. Although I gotta say, now I'm beginning to struggle getting through the game, if you catch my drift.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Oh, right, there's a mirror now. I didn't notice that. So cabinet's different than last time. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. I would like to see what I look like, but... This whole place is different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous...
Yeah, of course I will.
You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Uh-huh. I kind of want to see the princess again, to be honest. But let's ask, why is the cabin a mess? Like, it could be, oh, we tried killing each other, and the destruction kind of ripples across reality, and that caused the cabin to break. Or, did the princess revive herself? She was free because she found the strength from my dead corpse. Now that she's escaped. I don't trust that mirror. That mirror does not bode well for me personally. So let's take the blade first.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
I'm not... To be fair, that was my fault. I started it. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. I might as well ask about it first. Go on.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Okay. So that's mysterious.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, this time.
There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Yeah, I like being schizophrenic. Shows I belong in the mental hospital, personally. I care about whether I'm being lied to. I do. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. I mean, I do want to see if I'm handsome. But I think I'll just approach the mirror this time around and see what happens.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Yeah, I can't even see myself here.
This really isn't funny.
Yeah, so you say. Wipe the mirror clean. Is she going to come out and like strangle me with her hand? Do that hand gesture. Just scare the shit out of me. Wipe the mirror clean. I guess I can't go back now.
You reach forward
Oh,
and rub
good.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah, but look at my hands. Am I the dragon?
But it was there a second ago.
Yeah, so you say. I noticed I've got dragony hands. Am I maybe a bird?
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Yeah, but my hand. I still don't get why my hand was like that. Okay, enter the basement because we have to. Hopefully the girl will be chained up like before, even though she won't. Oh god.
Creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Yeah, that's normal, that is. That's what we saw before.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
I'm not going to inform her that I'm here this time, because I've got a feeling she's not completely chained up.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Yeah, but it could be a chain.
That sound could be anything. It's probably
Yeah,
just her
exactly.
chains dragging across the floor.
Oh, but the narrator's saying
begging
it.
you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Who is it?
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Why are you being nicer now?
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, you're telling me. She's not even trying to be aggressive.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Yeah.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I was expecting her to be chained up. Or like the chain to... I don't know what I was expecting of the chain. Wasn't expecting the back to look different. Okay. So the form of the princess... I wasn't listening, to be honest. How sharp eyes following you from across the room. Sure. Don't know why her dress looks so ragged.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Good question. I didn't think of that.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Yeah, but bear in mind the first time I stabbed her. So her stabbing me back doesn't seem that bad. But then, like, I'm pretty certain she must have a weapon behind her back, because the narrator's lying to me, and there's no reason why she'd suddenly lose the weapon. If reality is more or less repeating itself.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Should I sacrifice myself? But again, like, I feel like whatever I do, the game's going to anticipate.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I don't want to stab her again, but it feels like the least predictable thing. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. That's not a bad idea. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. You fucking... So you need to fucking... Okay. Can we... Oh, Jesus. Okay, I am dying. Sorry. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Again, not bad. I kind of like that option. Nobody has to die. Oh, it's got 100 options here. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye, turn around and leave. Screw it. Well, I mean, I'm glad that option's there, but I'm not doing that. I mean, there are a lot of options. I love how open this game is with decisions. Because most times it's like, you do a sequence of options from 1 to 3. This is like options 1 to 12. And they all do something. Probably 9 of them are useless. Can we talk things through? I'm not a huge fan of talking to people, but let's do it.
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
Well, I'm definitely not going over there now.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Exactly.
She certainly feels threatening.
Yeah.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Why is this narrator in leagues with this princess? I don't understand that, and I don't like it.
Do you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Why don't I throw the dagger? I mean, even if she dodges it, at least I'd know that she's armed. By looking at how she moves.
But I'm nervous.
Yeah, me too.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Yeah, that's why I'm not listening to the narrator. If I come close, you're gonna stab me. Do you remember what happened last time? She's gonna deny it. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Yes.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your hands. Or behind your back or whatever.
And why would I stab you to death?
Because you're an asshole.
No, you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
What a nice girl! What a good upstanding citizen! You sure I can't throw my knife?
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Well, there is that,
Sounds
yeah.
like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Fuck off with that. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife. I like that. Let's prove it.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
Okay.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Would this at least delay her from, like, getting it out?
But look at this. Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Yeah, but she's still too giddy about this.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
What about behind her belt?
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
This princess really is a character, isn't she? But what if you're hiding it somewhere secret? Yes. I'm not doing the second one. She's gonna deny it. But then maybe I can tell she's lying if we do the remember what happened last time. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Let's do it.
That's so rude of you.
Yeah, that's me.
Some strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Yeah, but you still seem like an asshole.
Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
You got a good point there, though.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Yeah, but you got a reason to judge me. I do have a knife. And then you don't really have a reason to except for this voice in my head.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Yeah, again, you're not worth listening to.
Figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah, because you're not going to get stabbed.
You're acting like you are. The
Yeah.
entire world is at risk.
Is it?
And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Yeah, if
No.
you say so.
I have my dignity.
Alright, well, good for you.
Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Mm-hmm. What if you're just hiding? I mean, we could keep going down that route. I just don't think it's going to help. If I come close, you're going to stab me. That's going through the knife thing. What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't.
This is just going in circles now. Yeah.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past.
Well, I don't want to die!
Didn't happen.
Did they not?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Her.
believe that.
She's obviously lying
It's
through
your
her
shoulder.
teeth.
I think the princess is to blame for this. She's cursing me with her ancient princess curses, and now the shoulder's always itching.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up.
Yeah.
We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yeah.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying.
No, now he's in on
What
it.
she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Sure. I don't have the key. What if I'm coming closer to you, you better not try anything. Slaying the princess will kill me. Leaving is tempting. If I turn around and leave, does that mean I can come back in? Because I would like to see her reaction to that. Turn around and leave.
It's boring if you leave.
Yeah, but you sound like you don't like it.
She's bored?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own off.
Well, I'm glad you remembered to mention that, you dumb piece of shit.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
Try and avoid... Wait a minute, her hand is changing shape. She can morph. So she can change shape. That's how she's doing it.
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
What if the chain is her?
And those chains stop her
Oh.
from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
Okay, that gets somewhere.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Maybe she's distracted. Maybe I can get her.
And then she slices through her arm.
Really doesn't surprise me if she can do that.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Yeah.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting.
Give me a move! She's had like 5 moves!
To outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
That's the voice of the cheated, so this is not the narrator saying that.
And use it to
Oh
do-
shit.
But unfortunately for you and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Good. This thing have a bit of feather there. Am I a bird person?
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Why didn't we do something when she sliced our hand to get free?
She's even better at this than she was last time.
Yeah, because she knows what's happening.
Bloody cheater.
I
I'm going to kill you now.
hate you.
And with a squelch, she does just that.
She had like 5 moves. I didn't even get one between saying turn around and leave.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
There's no way she could be that quick. Logically, when she does, then I could just probably stab her. I had all the time in the world to do something. Very least, I could have, because I can't get that round my head. So I turn around to leave, and let's assume I'm not doing this playfully. Like I actually am gonna leave. She does that, runs towards me. Chain stops her. So I'll hear the chain, look around. She'll look at the chain, slice her arm. I suppose the shock would do something to me. But then logically that would mean, okay, I know what's coming. I can attack in the next playthrough. That's not going to happen. Because that will still surprise me for some reason. God, the arms race. Is it because of the... Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Don't blame you there, but I've run out of time and we have to end the episode. Gotta say, I've got a good feeling like I'm not gonna be able to like clear this game early. It's gonna be one of those things where I have to keep dying again and again. Maybe there's a scenario where I could romance the princess and get away with it. Or maybe there's like a way of losing the game even towards the end. But I've got a feeling I've got to keep going through these chapters before I can actually win anything. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to end the episode here. And you know what, next time I'm not holding up hope. I'll probably still die, but fuck it. I guess I'll have to see that in the next episode. But if you want to play a game yourself and see if you can beat the princess like an episode early or some shit, there'll be a link to the game in the description down below. And without further ado, the Mrjacharles this time. See ya!